Hi everyone, it's Liz again for the North Merrick Summer Cooking Class Home Edition, and today we're going to be focusing mostly on peaches. Peaches are in season and they are just delicious. We're going to have one savory application and one sweet, and the first one I'm doing is called a corn and peach salad. So what I've done is I've grilled the peaches and the corn, and I'm going to take the corn and I'm going to shave it with my trusty shaver here, and it's going all over the place, but as you can see I have some burnt edges here which give a nice smoky flavor to the corn and the peaches too, and they've been I've used a little olive oil on them and some salt and pepper. I'm going to take the corn and just put it in here. I'm going to take the rest of the peaches that I have and just cut them up and make sure that the char marks show so we can prove that we did it outside. And then the dressing, which I've already whisked together. Some white wine vinegar. I use the white balsamic because I like that the best. A little Dijon mustard, some olive oil, some salt and pepper, and I've just whisked it together with a Fresno pepper and a cut up shallot. I don't know if you know what shallots are. Shallots are a combination between an onion and garlic, and it's sort of the sweeter version. It flavors things nicely and really gives a real boost to whatever you're making. So I've whisked together the dressing, and I'm going to toss what's in here, put the dressing on it. I'm going to gently toss it. It says to use baby arugula. I didn't have arugula, I had romaine. You can use whatever lettuce you want. And it says to give it a taste, which I will right now, just to make sure it's flavored okay. Sometimes it needs a little salt. Actually, it does need a little salt. And I'm going to toss in some feta cheese. I bought the crumbled kind. Feta is great to have around because it lasts for a long time and you don't have to really worry about how long you have it. I've toasted some almonds, and like any kind of nuts that you toast, you have to really watch them carefully or they will burn. So, let's see what we have here. And we just take it and we spoon it on the salad. And you have a delicious summer salad, perfect for a cookout or a nice lunch. And there you go. Hi, welcome back. We're ready to move on to our next peach recipe, which is fresh peach cake. As I said before, peaches are in season and you should take advantage of them while we have them, and they're so delicious and juicy. So I'm making a peach cake, and the ingredients are a 1 stick of butter, sugar, 2 extra large eggs. I didn't have extra large eggs, I had large eggs. I've made this recipe before with large eggs and they work just fine. A cup of sour cream, vanilla, flour, baking soda and baking powder, and then cinnamon, more sugar, and of course 3 large peaches that are pitted and peeled. It's not very difficult to peel them. The skin comes off very easily, as you can see I've done, and sliced them. a half a cup of chopped pecans, and that's it. What I've done already is I've put the first half of the batter down and taken half of the peaches and smooth them, put them on top of the cake batter. I've taken the second half of the batter, which I have to admit is very sticky and not easy to work with, but worth the effort. So you just take it, smooth it with this lovely offset spatula, and just keep working it until you have it across, and then just take it, and you're just about ready to put the peaches on. Okay, so I've sliced the peaches, I've peeled them, I've quartered them, and just put them on top and arrange them however you want, but you just need to put them around in a nice sort of design. By the way, you should make sure you taste the fruit, because sometimes the fruit can be a little tart, and you do want it to be sweet. So even though it's baking, you can add a little more sugar if you need to, if necessary. Okay, so this is done. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is take the rest of my cinnamon sugar, and cinnamon is such a nice warming spice. It just makes the house smell great, and anything you're baking really just brings a nice warming sense to whatever you're cooking. So it's a little bit more. We'll make sure we have this all good to go. And the last thing we put on are the pecans, which I've chopped up. And just put them around. And when this bakes, it smells amazing. It really does. Okay, the last of the nuts. And I have one here that I've already prepared. And that's what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. By the way, I forgot to mention this. It calls for sifted flour, baking soda, baking powder. If you don't have a sifter, you can use one of these strainers, which is what I use, and it just makes for a fluffier cake. All right. Okay, let's see what this looks like. You can see the peaches and the cinnamon and sugar. And I'm going to take a bite just to make sure it tastes good. So good. And our last thing is about to come up. Our last segment, which has nothing to do with peaches and everything about summer. Disney has released their recipe for Dole Whip. And if you've ever been to the parks, as I have many, many, many times, Dole Whip is something made with pineapple, and I didn't know what. until they release the recipe. So it's made with vanilla ice cream, which we have right here. And it says take a healthy scoop. It's pretty healthy to me. I'm going to put a little bit more in. And frozen pineapple, which I have here. And 4 ounces of pineapple juice. Now, let's see if I can do this right. And we're going to have to stop for a moment. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. See what's going on in here. This is the noisy segment of our cooking class. Just a few more churns, I think, and it's ready to go. Okay. Okay, so as I showed you, this is a very simple little thing to make. I'm going to take this out, put this right in the sink because it's very sharp. And it's kind of like a custard. And I'm going to try some right now. Here you go. First of all, I feel like I'm at a Disney park. Second of all, what a great thing to have on a summer afternoon, evening, anytime. Absolutely delicious. Enjoy, try some of these recipes, and I'll see you next time.